What's going on, everybody? This is Alex. I thought I would make a fun little video for you guys, my CD album collection. I have a lot of CDs, so this is probably going to be either a long video or a multi-part video, but I thought it would be fun for me to go ahead and show off what I've got so far. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the albums. So here is maybe a good half of the CDs I have. This is 4 stacks that are literally this tall. So you guys are going to have fun with that. Can you guess what albums these 4 are that are right in the front? I bet you can't, but but hey. And then the rest of them are right here. Linz is hanging out. She's a lot prettier than anything I ever record, so might as well just record her the whole time. But anyways, let's get into these albums here. So these are alphabetical. I organized them because I thought it would be kind of fun to do it that way. The first one we've got is After the Burial's Wolves Within. This was released in 2013. This will also be a test to figure out how much I know about all these albums that I've bought. I like CDs because they have better audio quality than some of the MP3s you'll buy on the internet. And I have a lot of music that was recorded recently, like 1990 and newer. So a lot of that stuff was designed to be mastered for CDs. So that's one reason why I don't buy a lot of vinyl unless I'm getting something that's older. So Wolves Within is a really good album from After the Burial. Like I said, recorded in 2013, kind of has a cool vibe, some nice album artwork there. It's got some really good songs on it too. I really like Pennyweight, Disconnect, Parallax is awesome, and so is Neo Seal, but the whole album in itself is a lot of fun to listen to. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to organize this. I'm going to put them on top of each other, like that. How about that? Sound good? Next album we've got is August Burns Red's Rescue and Restore, the Foreign and Familiar edition. This is the one that they made when they were on tour supporting the Rescue and Restore album. It's another 2013 record that I really like a lot. Has a lot of good songs, some cool liner notes there, and this comes with both the Rescue and Restore album and the Foreign and Familiar Tour DVD, which is actually really funny. So if you have this, you guys know how much fun that DVD is to watch, and obviously those are the song titles for Rescue and Restore. So fun little record to have. Next, we obviously have the release, the original release of Rescue and Restore. It's one of my favorite August Burns Red albums, which is why I obviously kind of have 2 copies of it. Yeah, I really like the album art and the songs on this album. It's cracked from my wife accidentally sat on it one day. It was kind of funny, but I really like a lot of songs on this album. Spirit Breaker is a good one. So is Fault Line. Beauty and Tragedy and Animals are fantastic as well, but another album where the entire record is worth listening to in one sitting. So next we've got some smooth jazz for y'all. The Benoit Freeman Project, number 2. I had a really weird jazz phase when I was like 12 or 13, so I listened to a lot of jazz music, which is kind of why I really enjoy stuff like Animals as Leaders and all that. I actually never listened to this album in full, but Palmetto Park, the first song, is actually pretty jamming, so might as well open that for you guys too. It's just a standard, smooth jazz record. It's always got some cool like piano and guitar work on it too. Next we have Between the Buried and Me's The Great Misdirect. This is the deluxe edition. It's the first Between the Buried and Me album I ever got. This was released, was it 2013? Oh no, geez, 2009. A long time ago. A long time ago. That's weird. It's been 7 years since 2009. The album's pretty cool. It's got some really like funny and unique liner notes. If you guys know Between the Buried and Me, they're a very unique group of gentlemen. They make some really cool and really different music that I just like to listen to whenever I'm in a wacky mood. This DVD is hilarious. It's the making of this album, so if you guys want to see people messing around at a studio and trying to have as much fun as possible without blowing their brains out because, they're trying to record an album, this is a good record for you to have. It's a lot of fun. So this is going to be hard to do with one hand. Yeah, I can slide the album back in. Check out my wedding ring. And next we have the glory of the Between the Buried and Me discography, Colors, which I have that album as well. Alright, nice. So yeah, this is a really fun record to listen to, if you ever feel nice and proggy. And this has got, like, some like clear kind of deal going on. Yeah, I like this album. Was this, what, 2006? I'm going to go back and look. It was 2007. And that is on Victory Records, which, funny enough, houses a lot of metalcore projects now, which is something that, I don't know, they've been maligned before, but I don't really care. Record companies. And Between the Buried and Me's Parallax 2. This is the last Between the Buried and Me album I have. I have this thing where whenever I buy albums for one band, I have to, like, have everything, or I have to have, like, more than one record of the same band, so this is another really good one. I'd say this one is probably my favorite out of the collection I have. A lot of really good songs. Extremophile Elite, of course, is a lot of fun. Telos, Melting City. It's got a lot of really good songs on it, if you're into that proggy schneizers. So next we have the Brownings Hypernova. This is their second full-length album. Their first one, Burn This World, is a really good one. I think I like it more than this one, but still good to have a hard copy Browning record. They're not like a super big band or anything, so sometimes it's fun to have those like one-off projects that you like to get stuff from. And trust me, I really appreciate what this band does, like doing dance music with like metalcore stuff. I can definitely understand that like making electronic music really takes a lot of time and commitment, so this is a really, really fun album if you feel like dancey, but you also want to be super metal. Alright, time to bring out a classic, but also something that people might get annoyed about. The Collective Soul debut full-length. Or, I guess it's not their debut, it's their second album, but I found this one used at an FYE one day. It's kind of yellowed, unless it's... Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's supposed to be yellow. Yeah, back from 1995. This was during the post-grunge movement. Yeah, it's a really good record, though. I honestly really enjoy it. If you want to hear some like 90s music that isn't like super cliche or anything, but is also just kind of fun to drive to, good stuff. Check it out. All right, next we've got this is a very controversial record too. The Contortionists' Intrinsic. This is their second full length, I think, after Exoplanet, which has been lauded for its technicality and everything. But I really like this one too. Intrinsic is really trippy, has a lot of really good keyboard work and everything, and I noticed it's a little dirty on the back. I should probably clean that, but Geocentric Confusion is a really good song. Hollow Movement. I really like Casuality too. Just realized I have a lot of prog records, but this album is really good. And of course, I have the Contortionists' latest record, Language. They did a rediscovered, like, acoustic version that's iTunes only, but this album is fantastic. I like this one more than Intrinsic, and maybe even more than Exoplanet. This album is fantastic. It's got their new vocalist on it. I just saw them live last week, and that was so much fun. I've actually got a Contortionist t-shirt, and this one I've got from Menthios, because I saw them during the same night. This has got some really good songs on it. Obviously, the Language suite is awesome. I really like pretty much this entire record. Like I said, if you're into prog, please check out this band. Totally worth your time. Alright, and this one's a new pickup. I got this one yesterday. This is Darkest Hours Deliver Us. I believe it was 2008, was it? I'm probably wrong. It doesn't tell me what year it is, but hey. Deliver Us. This was their after Undoing Ruin back in 2005, which is also a really good record. This one is produced by Devin Townsend, which I have a lot of his records. I'll be showing you that stuff shortly. Yeah, love me some Darkest Hour. Really good metal music if you're into that. Their latest record was pretty controversial. Their band titled record. I really like it personally. I've always dug their album art too. Really cool one to have. That was another used copy, but it's pretty much, I mean, it looks brand new to me. So that's kind of cool. So I'm hoping you guys will get like my various album tastes. As you can tell, we've got Deftones' Diamond Eyes. I picked up this one a couple of weeks ago as well. I'm still a pretty avid collector, so if there's anything you guys wanted to like, I mean, I'm really into collecting stuff, so yeah, this one's got some really good songs. Obviously, the title track is really good. I really dig You've Seen the Butcher, Beauty School. The entire album's really good. And the CD is upside down for some reason, but hey, the Deftones, they do, I mean, they do one thing really well. That's what I'd say about them. All right. Next, we've got Demon Hunter's Extremist. This one was recent. I think it was 2014, yep. Really good record, I'd say. I really like Artificial Light, What I'm Not. Demon Hunter also does one thing really well. They're very consistent band, so but this album's really good. I have a hard time ranking Demon Hunter albums since they always just have like tons of just really good songs on them, so that's Extremist for you. And the last one from this regular stack, we are starting the Devin Townsend Project Anthology. This is Addicted. This was the second album in the Devin Townsend Project discography. This one's fun. It's poppy. It comes after Key, which is like a really weird, like foreboding almost record. But this one's just absolutely crazy. I mean, the album art is insane. The music is insane. It's like a really demented, like, I don't even know what you'd call it, but definitely check it out. It's got some really good songs. I like Bend It Like a Bender, Super Crush is tons of fun. Matter of fact, Super Crush might be one of his best songs, in my opinion. And Awake. There's tons of good songs on this album. It's very much a love-hate record for some people, but me, honestly, anything Devin puts out is pretty much gold. So let's move on to the second stack. All right, as you can tell by the back of this one, this is Devin Townsend Project's Deconstruction. This is probably his wackiest record ever made. Deconstruction is absolutely hilarious and flipping heavy. If you want a heavy record, as you can tell, listen to Deconstruction. It will blow your mind. It's like it's something that only Devin Townsend can make. It's got some really good songs. It's a really hilarious track names if you're into that kind of stuff. If you don't mind dark humor and slightly sexual humor, please check out this album. It's hilarious. It's also really fun. This is a special record to me. I really like this one. This is Devin Townsend Project's Ghost. As you can tell, I really like Devin Townsend. I have a lot of his albums. Ghost is like his new age project. It has like a lot. It's completely chill. The entire album is relaxing. It's beautiful. Yeah, Ghost, I think, was the last album that he did for this like Townsend Project thing. And these lyrics are just in white, which is kind of funny. It's another thing you kind of get with buying a hard copy of a record is the lyrics. So I really enjoy this album. If you like Enya or any kind of like new age kind of style of music, check this out. It's very nice. Just don't play it whenever you're when you're like driving home from like a vacation or something, or you'll fall asleep, because it's really relaxing. Alright, I swear we've only got 2 more Devin Townsend Project albums. We've got Epicloud. This is his like choral kind of deal going on. He has a live choir do a lot of like interludes and sections for this album. It's a lot of fun to listen to if you really just like happy. It's a lot like Addicted to me, but it has more of a it's more straightforward than Addicted is. I don't know. A lot of these albums are kind of hard to describe. They're just really good, and you should, check them out. Oh, this one's nice. Okay, so then we've got Ziltoid To. This is the special edition, or he likes to call it Z2. That's probably what I should call it. This one, some people liked, some people didn't, but I feel like it's always like that with Devin Townsend's music. Z2 is a lot of fun. It's a double album, so one album is kind of like Epicloud, as you can tell with this style going on. And the second album is obviously Ziltoid To, which is technically It's the second Ziltoid album, if you know what that is. It's like a comic style thing. So this one comes with 3 discs. The first one is is Sky Blue. That's the name of the album, I believe. And then the second one is Ziltoid To. But then this also comes with a raw version that doesn't have any vocals in it. So it's kind of cool to have an instrumental Devin Townsend album. Yeah, this one's cool too. I really like this one. I was so psyched when I got it. I was like, oh, this album's coming out. It's got like 2 discs. There's like so much music on it. I'm a big fan of Devin Townsend, as you can tell. So this is the one I picked up along with Darkest Hour's Deliver Us, was Dillinger Escape Plan's Ironworks. I had actually never listened to Dillinger Escape Plan until I got this album. I haven't checked out the whole thing in full yet. I only listened to a couple of the tracks, but whoa, is it some, like, it's crazy stuff. If you're into, like, math metal or just absolute weirdness, then Dillinger Escape Plan is definitely one of your things. I actually really like it. I've heard it's not their best album. I don't really know about that yet. I haven't checked out any of the other stuff, but this album is pretty darn cool. It's weird, too. It's got, like, some really, like, short songs on it. They're only, like, a minute and a half or whatever, but I don't know. From what I've heard, that's Dillinger Escape Plan at its best, so all right, here we go to a little bit of a lesser-known band, at least to most people, Elitist. They are really cool. They're from the West Shore, over in California. I've kind of talked casually to a couple of the band members, and they write some really cool, like, August Burns Red-Z, like, metalcore music. I got into them when their debut EP, Caves, came out, and this was their first full-length record. It's called Reshape Reason. They are no longer a band as of earlier this year, so unfortunately you won't be seeing anything new from them, but I bought some of their hard copies and stuff because obviously they were a band that I really kind of wanted to support and see if it went through or whatnot, but there are some probably other reasons that didn't happen, but best of luck to all of them. The guitarist Julian is starting a solo project, Black and White, if you ever wanted to see what he writes. He writes some pretty cool, like, melodic stuff, so there's some really good songs on this album, too. Like, I really like Time Stands Still. The title track, Sacred Geometry, is really good. And, yeah. If you want some metalcore, check out Elitist. They've got tons of stuff on YouTube and some other stuff like that. And this is the record they did after this. It's an EP, Between the Pallets. This one was apparently a little controversial, but that's Chris. Julian's the guitar guy back there. I've talked to both of them over chat. They seem to be pretty cool guys. So this one's got some cool stuff. This is one they were, like, experimenting a little more with, like, clean vocals and stuff. So yeah, pretty good album too. It's got a couple of good songs. I like Domino Theory and Return to Sender. Check that out whenever you can, if you can still find it. It's rare to find hard copies of that stuff. It's kind of cool to get, like, a couple albums from bands that don't distribute as much, because sometimes it's hard to get a certain copy of a certain album. So next we have Eluvete. This is Slania. This is like a it's like a melodic death metal band with influences of, they literally put Irish instruments into this record. So very unique thing. I feel like it's something I could not, like, have a whole discography of, but this one is really good. It's got some really cool songs. Grey Sublime Archon is freaking awesome, and so is Geomonios and Tarvos are both really good songs. So obviously, since this is Nuclear Blast, you're going to get some pretty unique, like, European style stuff. So 2005, I think? No, 2008. Jeez, newer than I thought. That's a really good record. Next, we've got, oh yeah, I picked this one up a while back. Not when it came out, but this is the Faceless's Planetary Duality. This started my death metal phase. It's one of the first albums I actually listened to in that genre. This album's really cool. I think it was released in 2008. This is Michael Keene's project. Obviously, there's been a lot of band change-ups and stuff, so they don't have a lot of material. I think they only have, like, 3 full-length records. Akeldama, this is the second one, and then Autotheism. So, but it has some really good songs on it. I really dig Coldly Calculated Design, Xenochrist, and some other really good stuff on here. So it's very heady, so it takes a lot of time to, like, ingest and understand, but really like that one. Really good record, too. Now you're going to see a couple of other things that are in totally different genres. This is Fireflies Unbreakable. This was back in 2008 as well, I think. Yeah, nailed it. So I came from a background where my parents only listened to CCM music or contemporary Christian music. So I always wanted to go into like the harder edge of that genre, and that's kind of what Christian rock did for me. So I have quite a few records from that era, so kind of helped me get more into heavier music and some other stuff like that. So this is their, I think, second full-length record. They did some other stuff too, but this is a pretty cool record. If you like stuff like Breaking Benjamin or Red or Alter Bridge or something like that, like the hard rock genre, this is not bad. It's got some pretty cool female leads and stuff too, so yeah. That's one that that my wife actually had, and she gave that to me. I'll obviously credit her for stuff that I'm pulling out. She was a big Firefly fan for a while, and I'm pretty sure she still is. They've changed up quite a bit, but here's another one that she gave me, For Those Who Wait. Came after Unbreakable. Pretty cool record. I like some of the album art on some of these. I like the purples and blues and stuff. Pretty good stuff. There's a lot of musical progression that I went through as a young child that kind of helped me out. Now this one's a classic. I could not without this. Foo Fighters, The Color and the Shape. I think it's from 1993. It's a pretty old record, but it's awesome. So obviously I had to have this. I think this comes with all the bonus tracks too. Yeah, yep, plenty of bonus tracks. It's like a 19-track album, but if you really like I said, post-grunge, like Collective Soul kind of deal, all that other stuff, like after Nirvana, this album's really good. I think it's probably their best album, so it's like that with everyone else too, so please check it out. Alright, now we're going back into metalcore territory. I feel like a lot of albums from that genre. I really dig that stuff, you know? So, for today's Immortal. This came out 2013 as well, I think? 2012. Okay. So, For Today is another one of those bands that just does one thing really well. They've got some really good, really good lyrics that are mostly biblical. So if you're into that kind of stuff, they've got a lot of really good references and stuff like that. And it's just a clear record with the album logo on it. They've got some pretty killer stuff. Matty Montgomery is a really good preacher. If you ever wanted to listen to some of the stuff he has to say, it's really cool. This has got some good songs on it too. I like Foundation, The Only Name, and Fearless. So yeah, I stopped buying their stuff because I felt like they were getting a little monotonous to me, but I've got obviously a couple of theirs. And then the last For Today record I have, or the second one, is Prevailer. This one's an EP, but it comes with, I believe, yeah, there's a second album on this back cover. So here's the original album. And then this is the Prevailer DVD, which I believe is, I think it's just music videos. It's not like a making of or anything like that, but this was a cool one. And then there's the acoustic version of Fearless on this album, so pretty cool one, I'd say. This stack is getting really high. That's crazy. Alright, I'm doing these two together because they're the exact same album. Got 2 copies of this one. And there's kind of a story behind that. This is Forever Orion's Passion, Love, Harmony. This album was a side project of Elitist's guitarist Julian and their vocalist Chris. They both did this together. It's like Killswitch Engage style kind of stuff. And it's obviously just really basic packaging. It's a photo with just a few tracks back there, but pretty cool album. There's some really good songs on there. I really like Harmony and Answers. Typical Julian stuff. I got a second copy from this because I think I got my first copy late or something like that. So he's like, hey, I'll just send you another copy. So I always thought that was really cool. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the rest of these.